live at a weird time and I'm fasting. For those of you, if you watch it later, it was fasting day because of 10 days for Muslims to understand that. But I said, you know what? I have to do this. Welcome, welcome. I'm talking about, I'm in motivation mode right now. Because, to motivate someone, you feel it. I said, I feel like saying this today. So I'm here to say it. It doesn't matter when you watch it. You may watch it much, much later. It doesn't matter. It will still be relevant. Because I'm saying you deserve more. You deserve better. I mean, your life. And when you see me, it means more money, create a business, better life. If you're seeing me for the very first time, my name is Sherifa Nakalema. I'm obsessed with business. Do you know why business? My daughter asked me, why business? Why you keep saying? Because it's long term. It's a business that's going to save you when you can't work anymore. It's a business that's going to bring money when you can't work anymore. I mean, when you are old, like too old, you can't work. But even now, when something happens, you lose a job. I'm not saying quit your job now because it takes time to build it, but I still believe strongly that business. Since I read these books, Rich Dad Poor Dad, Cashflow, Quadrant, business. Let me convince you for a second that business is a way. Cashflow Quadrant, Robert Kiyosaki says, there are 4 ways of making money, right? You make money as an employee. You see, it's even old. I used it too much. You make money as, there are 4 quadrants. Employee, you make money as you get a paycheck. Self-employed, business owner is different. I'm talking business now. Or investor. So invest some money, yes. But before you can get to investing, you have to have some money to invest, right? That's why we start all the way here. But the reason why business is better, because business is not the same as being self-employed. Self-employed means you do the work, you get paid. It's almost like a job. In fact, he laughs. He says, self-employed, you're saying you think you're a business owner. No. Because if you can't work, you can't be paid. So the goal is to become business owners. Meaning, use other people's money and other people's time to do the work. Now, the reason why these days, see, I said business, because not everyone can start a business. It's not easy, right? But it's easier because of the internet. Now, when instead of using other people, when you say other people's time, now it could be just a computer. The computer could be doing the work. ChatGPT is doing the work that used to be done by employees. So, we can do business online. But I said it's motivation time. You deserve more. And you can do this business because not a single person was born knowing what to do. We're all babies, right? So you have to learn it. You have to learn it. Now, I say you deserve more because you know that you are working too much. Too much. And you hate where you work. I'm guessing. You don't like it. You hate those, okay, you may even hate your boss. I mean, the owner of the big company or the boss. And like me, soon I'll be 57 years. Can you imagine if I went to thank God, I don't have to work for someone. But if I went and got a job and they give me this 20 years, maybe my daughter just finished college, okay, she started her job and they gave her as my boss. They gave her to me as my boss. Can you imagine reporting to a 20-year-old? No, I said no to that. I said I'll work hard until I create something myself. So you don't like the environment. Maybe it's just the employees. These employees, someone was saying you come and say hello, good morning to someone and they don't even respond to you. You say, can you imagine walking in where I work and you say good morning to someone and they like sit next to each other and they don't say good morning back to you? What kind of environment is that? I have to create my own. So I'm inviting you to say, if you are tired of the commute, the long commute, driving 2 hours. I'm in Virginia. There are people who work in Maryland. They drive 2 hours going, 2 hours back. What's that? And then you leave your family. They don't see you. You leave your children sleeping. You come back when they are sleeping. You leave them sleeping when you go to work. Because they go to school, they wake up a little bit. You wake up at 5 to go. And then you come back late. They're sleeping. So when do you see them? There are things happening. They have sports. If you're in USA, there are things you want to be there for. So if you are tired of that kind of stuff, that kind of life, If you are tired, though, husband, wife, one works during the day, another one works in the night. So I say, if you just, a sister was telling me that, yeah, we used to exchange keys at a gas station. Yeah, you are rushing to go. He's coming. He's not back home. You have to exchange keys. There is a car outside. Sorry, keys. Like you're running to go there. He's running to come home. So what kind of life is that? I'm telling you. And then you do it for 10 years. You do it for 10 years. So I'm saying you deserve more. You deserve better. You can create it by creating your own business. And you know what's sad about this? You work so hard like that, but then when it comes to the end of the month is not enough. You still have to get into credit cards. You have to do all these things. I know that kind of life. So my point, also helping your people, because you know when the business, because, so I had put on a fan. It's really hot over here. Because a business is the only way you can make money without you doing the thing, right? Which means there's something called scaling. You can scale your business and make it bigger. All you have to do is hire more people. So that means you could make more money than you could make when you are just alone, you see? And now you can do other things. You can help your friend, you can help your family, you can, like for us who are immigrants in America, you can send some money home, you can do some charity giving. You're not stressed, right? You do the things right to do. I didn't even mention that job you are doing, these days they say, oh, there's a lot of money in nursing, there's a lot of, yes, but is that what you really want to do? It could be a lot of money in nursing, but I don't want to be a nurse. Nurses are great, I love you so much, you take care of us. But when my husband had an accident, I was in the hospital, I saw what they have to go through. I say, I don't know if I can be here the whole day and another day and another day. No, I'm so sorry. And thank you so much for what you do, nurses. But that kind of job, I could not do it. I could not do it year after year. No, I couldn't. So, but thank you for all you do. So I'm saying, some people are passionate about that, right? Let all of us get to do what we really want to do. Because everything is necessary, right? The nurses can be in the hospital, the teachers in the school. There are some people who don't mind whether they're not paid well or not, but they like to be teachers. So let's get passionate teachers in the schools. And we get to some passionate Uber people. They like to drive cars. Okay. You see what I mean? And then those who love to work from home, we are here, like me. Okay? So do you agree that you deserve more? And you can do better. You may think that, like the computers, those are not for me. I don't know how to do this thing. You can actually learn. 2 years, 3 years ago, when did they bring TikTok? TikTok is a new app. It came a few years ago. No one knew TikTok. We have had to learn. I had to learn TikTok and post my first video. And now, if you want, I can show you how to post your first video if you are intimidated. I didn't know YouTube. I started from Instagram. Then I ended up in YouTube and I share my story, how scared I was. But the important thing is to take action, to take the first step, to find the people who know what you want to learn. They'll show you. In fact, I've never seen this kind of kindness. People are sharing knowledge right here on YouTube for free. They'll tell you what you try to get close to people who know something. They'll tell you. So, time for action. That's my point. Time for action. Time to make more money. Now, there are some quotes that are interesting that I want to give you, okay? To share with you. Welcome. Do you know today I had bad manners? I was so fired up. I'm also very thirsty because I'm fasting, but it didn't matter. I said I have to say this. Sorry, I didn't welcome you. Welcome, Herbert, welcome. Kalibara, Herbert, Maga, Robert. Thank you all for coming. Please type in the chat so I can know who you are, the ones who are here. And keep tapping. I think we tap, right? We tap on YouTube or we don't tap. I'm not in TikTok, but we tap. You show some love. You show some love by liking it, by sharing it, and also by getting in the chat, and so I can see you. When you chat, I see you right there on the computer. So, I have a few quotes. In fact, I have a few, but there is one that got me fired up today, why I made this live. But I won't start with that one. I'll start with an old one that I said before. Wesley Virgin, the one who did the Genescript, I was very passionate about the Genescript right here before they took it away. He said two things. He said that two things, and some of you who have heard me before, you heard me say this, that you have to do if you want success, if you want to change your life. So this whole part that I'm on now is, by the way, I'm about to quote this, and then I'm about to show you how you could get started to change your life. But let me first convince you that you need to change your life, right? So he said there are two things you have to do if you want to change it. Two. The first one is a willingness to learn. You have to be willing to learn. Like when I wanted to go on TikTok, I went and learned TikTok. When I want to learn YouTube, I come and learn YouTube. And a willingness to learn, and a willingness to change something in your life. You have to be willing. You have to be willing to learn something new. You have to be willing to change the way you live your life. I like comfort. People who know me, they know I don't like change. I used to work in Uganda Revenue Authority. Oh my goodness. They used to change things all the time. I said, I don't want change. But now, change is inevitable. What are you going to do? Things are changing. You have to go with the change, or you are left behind. Now we are using ChatGPT to give us answers. If you don't want ChatGPT, okay, you go there and take hours looking for something, but ChatGPT can give you answers in 2 minutes. So you want to read a whole book to get an answer, or you want ChatGPT to give you in 2 minutes? So we have to go with the times. Yeah, so that's what he does. So he said, willingness to learn, willingness to change, willingness to accept change, to accept that things are changing, right? Now, another one, the one that made me fired up today, is by the gentleman. His name is Myron Golden. I don't know if you know Myron Golden. He's right here on YouTube, right here. Someone was actually quoting him. Someone was interviewing him, but then he quoted him. Like the other person, the interviewer, the one who said, you said this. And this is what he said. Let me read it here. He said, for a seed to become a tree, it has to be willing not to be a seed anymore. I thought that was powerful. For a seed to become a tree, it has to be willing to accept that I can't be a seed anymore. I want to be a tree. So if you are right here, down here, you're a seed, and you're down there, you're going to die right there. I used to do farming when I grew up in the village. So I knew some seeds, like you have a seed of, especially beans. Like you put the beans, but some didn't grow. Some didn't germinate, they didn't. They just died off. But others grew. So if you want to become that tree that's going to have all these fruits and everything, you have to be willing not to be a seed anymore. That goes with the other message of change. Like you have to be willing to change, right? Another one, I'm going to quote a few more. Let me tell you the rest I'm going to quote. I'm going to quote Tony Robbins. I'm going to quote Robert Kiyosaki. I'm going to quote Eric Thomas. I'm going to quote Steve Harvey. And I'm going to quote Russell Brown. I think I have 5 more. So it's going to be short. The other person, remember we already quoted 2. I quoted Wesley Virgin. He said, you have to be willing to learn and willing to accept change. Then Myron Golden said, you have to be willing to change from being a seed to become a tree. Now, this one is Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins said, you have to be resourceful. That if you want something, you have to be resourceful. Look around. Okay, something costs $100. You don't have $100. What can you do to get $100? We are in America. If you're in USA, you can go take a few hours of work and get $100. Or you can drive your car and be Uber for a moment, for a day, or for a week. Whatever you can do, or you sell something to a friend to buy it, so you can get your capital to come here and invest and start something. You see what I mean? You have to be resourceful. Like what can I do? And another one that's connected to that is my friend Robert Kiyosaki. He said, instead of saying I cannot afford it, for example, I invite people to come and I was inviting people to come and do Brian's course. They said, I don't have $200. Instead of saying I don't have it, or I can't have it, or I cannot afford it, say, how can I afford it? How can I afford it? It's the same thing as Tony Robbins saying, you have to be resourceful, okay? So, now another quote is from Eric Thomas. Eric Thomas said, if you want to succeed in life, if you want to succeed the way you want to breathe, you'll be successful. Because when you want to breathe, all you want to be is be alive. Like you figure out a way to get some fresh air, right? He gives an example, but I want to get into the whole story of that young man who was put in the water, dipped in the water, and he said he wanted to succeed. So the guru told him, okay, you want to succeed? When I put you in the water, what's the thing you wanted most? I wanted to breathe. Okay. If you want to succeed the way you want to breathe, you'll be successful. That means you have to focus and do it until. Imagine a doctor. How does a doctor become a doctor? So many hours of learning, so many things go through until they become a doctor. Or any other profession. You have to really focus. But now we can't focus for one day and think we focus. No. Focus until. The only person you compare yourself with is you, yourself. What you were yesterday and what are you today. So if you learn something new, you took a step, you know my message here. I even have it on my cups. Oh my goodness, I don't have my cup today. It's right over here. Take a step. Do I have this much? I didn't even add it on, but it's here somewhere. You can see it. I have these. If you're drinking from my cup, it says take a step. I think you'll take the step. They are right here. They are linked on my, if you want to go get one. They are in white and black and other marks for water, for if you're going to the gym. Take a step. So when you take the step, that means you are not like yesterday. And you know it's possible that when you take the step, you're going to find that actually you took the wrong step. You just made a huge mistake. That's a step 2. Because now you know what is not right. Do you know the story of the person who first created the light bulb? He failed how many times? I think 10 times or some 10,000 times. And then when they were laughing at him, saying, oh, you failed. He said, no. Those were 10,000 times that I know that a bulb doesn't work like that. So when you fail, now you know that doesn't work. Still you are learning. You know what doesn't work. You get some experience. See? Russell Brunson says fail forward. When you fail, when I said fail, when you fall facing up, because now we can come up. But that's not the quote I have for Russell Brunson. So I finished quoting how many people? Who can remind me? Let me see. Do you have anyone here who is following what I'm saying? Let me see. What did I just say so far? Let me see. I'm taking a break. I have how many more? I have actually only 2 more. Only 2 more, but if I get to 2 more, which one makes sense to you? Please type in the chat of the things that I said. I said number 1, I talked about Wesley Virgin. He said the willingness to learn and the willingness to accept change. And then I talked about Myron Golden, who said a seed has, if it wants to become a tree, it has to give up from being a seed and then it becomes a tree. Another one, Tony Robbins said you have to be resourceful, means don't give up. Figure out a way to do something. And I know so many people who have taken their life to the next level by being creative, by being resourceful. Then Robert Kiyosaki said, instead of saying I cannot afford it, say how can I afford it? Now we are on, said Eric Thomas says, if you want it the way you want to breathe, you'll be successful. So which one of those makes sense to you? Let me see. Please type in the chat. Of those, which one would you pick? May I pick all of them? That's why I wrote them down. Please type in the chat. Don't worry. It's free. It's free to chat. Chat. Put in the chat which one of those is good for you. How about which of those? So you say really amazing. Thank you. But I want to know which one of those you see is like good for you that you can learn from. So I'm waiting for just someone to comment right there. Please put a comment so I know someone is listening, or I'm just talking to myself. Is someone listening? If you're listening, put in the chat, put from me which one of those rhyme, Herbert, which one of those makes sense to you? Is it that you have to willingness, I think all of them are relevant. Willingness to learn, willingness to accept change. I don't see anyone commenting. Did I see? Okay, a seed. Oh, a seed to become a tree has to decide. Yeah. 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 It has to say no. I want to go over there. I want to be up. I want to be seen. I don't want to be down here, right? Okay, yeah. So, yeah, thank you for that. That means you're following. Even if one person learns from this, it's worth it. And it's that comment that made me create this live today. That. Because I said, really? I need to go talk about this. Okay, so another person is Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, all these points are related. Steve Harvey said, you have to jump. That means if you're like over here and you want your life to go to the next level, you have to jump. That means you take a huge step. You know, when you are walking, you walk, then you jump. That means it's a step. It's a little more effort. Okay? The last one I'm quoting is Les Brown. Les Brown said, you must be hungry. Hungry. That means, okay, for him he said hungry, like you're hungry. By the way, at some point, if you know Les Brown, at some point he actually was really hungry. It was real food, hungry. It happened to me also when my husband had an accident, I had to start over and stuff. There was real hunger while I was doing what I was doing. If you saw the kind of houses we cleaned, how dirty they were, we were hungry. We were really hungry. We were willing to do anything that needed to be done to succeed. Okay? So, Les Brown said you had to be hungry. When he was selling door to door, he had a friend. This is the last one, by the way, I'm quoting. Then I'm going to show you how you can change your life, what you need to do if you choose. Okay, Les Brown used to sell, I think was it something he was selling, but he was going door to door. And he went with a friend to sell. But everywhere they were going, they were saying, no. People who teach selling, they say, before you learn to really sell well, you have to get many no's. So he got no. And the friend, I think they had a car that was dropping them off a truck or something. So the other one said, I'm tired. Find me in the car. He went and sat down. So Les Brown kept going. He said for him, he knew his mother was at home hungry. He had to come back with the money to buy food. So when he said you have to be hungry, actually he meant it. That if I didn't come back with the money, there was no food. For me, when I went to clean, I knew from cleaning, because the reason why I chose cleaning as a thing to get me out of the issue I was having of no money, because I knew when you clean a house, they give you the money. And I remember I used to park in a grocery store, buy some groceries, go home. So I go to work, I come back with food. You see what I mean? So he said you have to be hungry, but actually what he means is deeper than that, than just food for today. Hungry because of your why you are doing what you are doing. Maybe you are tired of renting. Do you know renting is annoying? Renting is so annoying. I remember it was annoying to me when I was just in college. I said, I don't want to rent. Renting is so annoying. Especially if you don't have the money to pay for rent and they're knocking at your door and they're giving you these reminders how they're going to take you to court or something. If you're here in America, they give you the 5 day, they call it 5 day pay or quit. Are you familiar with that? Pay or quit. Now the apartments, I understand they changed it now. They use with time. I rented an apartment in America for only 10 months. The time I've been here, I've been in an apartment, I rented for 10 months. But I remember they will give you to pay on the 1st, but up to the 5th or 6th, 5th. So if you didn't pay by 5th, you are late. But now I understand by 3rd, you are late. They're already prepared to take you to court. I said, what's going on? These people are serious. They'll kick you out. So if you are tired of renting, you say, I'm tired of renting. I want to have my own place. You know, when you are in America, it's not that easy. But if you are like in Africa, where I come from, Uganda, I say, it doesn't matter even if it's just one room, but it's yours. And because it's yours, now you know that even if I die, my children have a place to stay. Can you imagine if you are renting, you die, and you know they're going to kick them out, especially if you're sick in a hospital for some time? There's a story, in fact, a book, you know, me and books. It's only that's not your book, it's in here. The man, he said, we need more money. That's what he called it. We need more money. In fact, I recorded a video here that brought so many people when I said, we need more money. You think you don't need more money? Get someone to be sick or to have an accident or something, because that's what happened to us, and see how it is, or get a lawsuit, someone is suing you or something, the money will disappear in a day. So we need more money. That we need more money story, the man was telling a story of a brother-in-law who had married his sister, and he didn't have money. He was renting a place, but now he was diagnosed, he had, I think, cancer, something, I think it was cancer. And this one, the one who's telling the story, he had his own issues, the way he woke up to make more money. For him, let me tell you two short stories. This one, the one who's writing the story now, he didn't have money at some point. So he had this business that was making losses. And one day, it was a Friday, he paid employees, right? And he came home and they didn't have money. So the wife said, okay, we don't have money. Did you pay the employees? He said, yeah, I paid the employees. The woman was so mad. He said, so the employees are more important than us. They are more important than your wife. They are more important than your children. So we're going to go hand, but you paid the employees. She was so mad. The man said, that's when I said, everything else should change. Everything changed for him. He's a millionaire right now. When he wrote that book, he was a millionaire. But now he told the story of his brother-in-law. His brother-in-law was sick with cancer. He was renting a house. He was in the hospital. So when they rushed him to the hospital, he went and said, okay, so how is your insurance? Whatever they said, and I have no insurance. Then later he found the guy didn't have insurance, but he was behind on his rent for 6 months, I think more than 6 months. He said, what? He didn't know. This brother-in-law didn't know they were in such trouble. He had not paid rent for 6 months in the place, in the house where they're renting. Now he's sick in the hospital, doesn't have insurance. And so he said, oh my God. Do you know this person died? He died in the hospital and he left his people. Okay, this one, because he had a lot of money, he helped out. But my point is, how did he feel? And this time when he was in the hospital, knowing he has failed his family. Then he left them with nowhere to stay. He left them with no home. He didn't pay the guy the rent for 6 months. How do you feel? How do you feel when you're in that kind of situation? So my point is, now this is me, I'm not quoting anyone anymore. Let's do things while we can. Because when you're sick, you can't, my brother-in-law just lost a brother. Just recently, 2 weeks ago, he just died. In the night, he was not feeling good. Okay, he was not feeling good before, like 2 months earlier, and then now he was fine. But he started not feeling good. They were taking him in the ambulance. He died in the ambulance. Now that family, 4 children, at least for him, he had a home. He had a home, he had a business, whatever, but they have to run it. My point is, do things while you can. Because you don't know. Today could be your last day. We're joking, people are dying. People die every minute. People die. Maybe after watching me here, you're going to drive a car and die. You don't know. So do things while you can. Now, who really here is convinced that you need more money? Because that's my issue. You need more money, and not just money, but a business. Because a business can run itself. They can run it when you're not here. Haven't you seen people who die and their companies still stay? So don't do a sole proprietorship. Sole proprietor, no. We are not doing sole proprietor, because sole proprietor means it's a business you started, and it's like what it says in here. When you're self-employed, self-employed people can create maybe LLC also, but you don't want a sole proprietorship, because when you die, it dies with you. Those people who did some economics, some entrepreneurship, you know, that's the worst business you can create, because you create it, it dies with you. When you are dead, it's dead too. So the business that you can keep going, it has to be like a LLC, limited liability company, like the one I have is a corporation. Those are the things that will stay. Whether you die or not, they can go, because they are separate. They're not dependent on one person. You just have to give some power to some people. They run it. All these companies we see, the people died a long time ago, because they created them and they structured them in a way that the children can run them, the grandchildren can run them. So that's the kind of business I want for you. And Now, the way we're going to start a business, come because may I show you how I do my business. We're going to do it online, okay? Right now, I have a challenge that I'm sharing. Let me see. You're not chatting. Please chat so I can know where you are. Can you at least let me know where you are? If you are in the USA, right? I put a link here. There is a challenge. There's a challenge you can go take. It's only 5 days. It costs $5, and it's gonna take you about 5 hours. It's all 5. 5 days, 5 hours, $5, and you go like an hour every day, and you're going to learn to do four things. If that's what you choose one, right? For me, I do one of them, and it's called affiliate marketing. This is a digital course, digital training, digital marketing training. You're going to learn you choose from 4. So you do the introduction, which is 5 days. And then after that, you're going to decide what you really want to do. So me, what I do is what they know as number 4, but it's number 1 for me, which is affiliate marketing, digital affiliate marketing. All you have to do is promote products. You don't have to do digital. Me, I do digital. When I do digital, it means everything I promote is right here on the internet. When someone buys the course, they just have their course, or they download a product like that. But for you, you could learn to promote physical things, like things that are Amazon.com, anywhere you can see TikTok shop. You can promote physical things. So let me give you here a summary of where the things could come from. We call them niches. I'm going to do, you know what? Before I do this, let me first tell you about the other 3, because I want to concentrate on this one. That's the one I do. The other 3 are, if you have some kind of skill, like something as simple as how to, like Super Nanny would create a short course of how to make your children eat something they don't like to eat. How do you make your children go to sleep without bothering you? Something like that. You could make it a digital course, a digital product, something like a download, like a cheat sheet. You can say, okay, these are the tips. If you want to maybe train your baby to go potty training or something that's a solution to your problem. You can make it a short course, and people are going to buy it. That's a miracle of the internet. People will buy it. So they're going to show you how to create a digital product, or how to create a digital course, a real course, step by step. So that's one way. Another way is if you want to coach people. If you know how to coach people, maybe you know how to train people to do something, you can come and learn coaching. They set it up for you to be an automated business. A third one is events and mastermind. You see how people go away and they sit like 300 people in an event or something. You can learn how to put those together and promote them. That's big money. Or masterminds, these are gurus that pay like $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 to go in a mastermind. You can learn how to do those. But mine is the 4th one. Remember I said the first one is digital product, digital course. Number 2, coaching. Number 3, events mastermind. Number 4, affiliate marketing. So that's the one I do because it's the easiest. And if you came, I will say that's the easiest. Please, let's do it. Because when you do affiliate marketing, you can do after you learn, you can do for free if you're going to find the products yourself, or they can guide you to create your business out of this. So let me show you the products you can pick from. There can be products to do with fitness, fitness, muscle, and that kind. The reason I'm saying this, so that you see where something you like. So we like people to be happy, to do things they like to do, right? So fitness, health, if you have something to do with health, supplements, stuff like that, or eating well, if that's your area, you come and promote products that have to do with that. Or relationships. Another one is personal development. Like when you see me here talk about, okay, get rid of limiting beliefs, all that stuff, that's personal development. Pets are actually becoming their own niche. People deal with pets, showing you how to train your dog to do this, showing you how to train your cat to do whatever. Or maybe pet food, promoting pet food, pet products. Okay, another one is spiritual. That's an area. Travel is perfect for affiliate marketing because you work as you travel. It's cool. Another one is 8. Okay, I gave them numbers, but I didn't use them, so I'm skipping the numbers. Cooking. If you like to share cooking, you can do that, and then you promote the things that you're using to cook are the things you can put. For example, if the recipe or everything you're using is sold at Amazon.com, you just put the links to Amazon after you show people how to use these products. Then you put the links for people to go buy them, and then Amazon will promote. They will pay you commissions, because you could even promote a saucepan you're using. You can even promote whatever you're using to cook can be a product that people will buy, you go buy, and commissions. So cooking, weight loss, that's another one. If you were a person losing weight and you want to, although this is just like a small portion, once you get into this, you're going to get into brand deals. There's so much you can do. Real estate is another one. Investing is another one. Outdoor stuff, survival. They have it here, wellness. But the one I do is make money. Make money online, start a business. That's the one, we call it the wealth one. So when you come to me, and by the way, I put a link also to come to my community if you want. When you come to my community, all you have to do, when you see community link right here on this video, in the description, you have to put your email and get my WhatsApp number. So if you come to my community, I'll suggest affiliate marketing, because that's what I do, and that's the easiest, right? You just learn, go through the challenge, and do a few things, and you are promoting. I'll support you to set up your TikTok account and everything. If you want to come on YouTube, we can support you to come on YouTube and do what I do. I'm very passionate about this. So please, if you want to learn these things, if you want to save yourself from the pain, especially if you are in the USA and have a challenge of not nowhere to leave your children, and it's very, very expensive. Paying for babysitters, childcare, very, very expensive. So if you want to change your life and work from home and you can do all those other things we talked about, being willing to learn and accept change, and you come and do this challenge, it's amazing. This challenge that I'm talking about was actually by Legendary Marketer, right? So Legendary Marketer used to have a 15-day challenge. Me, what do you want to do, me? Kalibara Harvard. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Please, if you don't want to chat, that's fine, but just listen to what I'm saying, that when you go to the challenge, the link is right here in the below. In fact, I just added another link that's cool. It's on my website, and this one, okay, I have one that takes you to the challenge direct, but I also have another one that has many other links, because for me to do what I'm doing here, I had to go through a process of dealing with the limiting beliefs, of dealing with the law, but I had to learn, like this book, I have a link right there, giving it to you for free. You can download. Learning, how do you attract? How do you stop these doubts? Like when you're doubting yourself, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, those kind of things. So I have a link there that takes you to all the things I've been doing. There's the Billionaire Brainwave program. You listen for 7 minutes. All the things I've gone through, I put on just one link. You see right there. But if you don't want that, just click on go to the one for the challenge. You pay $5. You start the challenge day by day, and when you finish 5 days, you decide to do any one of these. But I would suggest only if you have skills, like you're going to create a product, but even people who create products, I see them here on YouTube, they first go through this. They promote other companies first, and then after they are comfortable, they've learned the marketing and all that, then they create their own product. I have so many examples. So this is a good way to start. And to connect with me, in that challenge, you can't connect with me. The only way you connect with me is if you choose to get in my community. The link is right here. You put your email, get my community, and you can even just go to the community and send me a message. You say, you know what, we're talking about this challenge, and I'll talk to you. I explain a little bit more. I'll give you the link to go pay $5. But I used to have Zooms for free. I changed that because now I'm saying, I realize that when I invite people on Zoom for free, they don't value it. So I want someone to be in something already. So if you go start your challenge, now I know that's a step. No, you're serious. Then you can connect with me. I'll say you want to be on Zoom with me. I'll schedule a Zoom. My Zoom is always open. I just click and it comes. I just share a link with you. Then I'm going to help you set up your TikTok. Maybe if you want to be on YouTube, I'll support you to do that. Instagram, all those things, set them up the right way. And you can be in business as soon as after the 5 days. After I finish the challenge, the reason why we want you to set up your TikTok is because you have to be approved to promote these products. These people are going to come actually and take a look at your TikTok and say, okay, where are you promoting the product? Yeah, if it's Amazon.com, for them, it has to be a YouTube channel or a website. So if you want to be approved for Amazon, and the YouTube is easier because you can create a YouTube channel, you already have it. Just we show you what to do. We put a banner up there and you have a website. Then you can apply to promote Amazon products if that's what you want. They give you 180 days to sell something. 180 days, that's 6 months. 6 months you have sold actually 3 things, they say. 3 in 6 months. If you do that, you stay. If you don't, they'll take their link away. Don't take the link. The link will still work, but they won't pay you. That's Amazon. But there are so many things we can do. The sky is the limit. But you know what it takes? You saying, yes, I'm tired of this situation that I'm having. I'm changing something. I think she makes some sense, whatever she's saying. I don't know how long you saw me. Some of you came later. But if you watched up to here and you started from the beginning, kudos to you. Add a comment for me. What do you think about this? If you are ready to take action, find me. Even if the action you took today was just to get to my community, click the link and add your email and get to my WhatsApp, that's enough because at least you took the step. Remember? Take the step. Even if the step you took was to go just buy one of my of these and they send it to you, it looks like this. Let me show you. I should have had this close by. It looks like this. It comes shipped like this. But here inside there is the black one. See, this one is white. And it has take a step to better use about $17. And I think by the time you finish paying, it's about $20-something. It's worth it. It's going to motivate you. As you drink, you say, what? Take a step. I didn't take a step today. What do you think? Okay, so as you do that, there's more stuff, by the way. There is shirts, there's cups, or on that. I have a spreadsheet. That's where this is. So, yeah, that's it. I think I'm done with you. I got out what I wanted to say. Please take action. Do things while you can. Share this message. If it's not for you, it could be for someone else. This challenge is not for everyone. If you're in Africa, it's only South Africa. But if you're in Africa, get my community. I'm going to show you something else that you'll be able to do. But for the rest of you, the only way you're going to know if it works or not is to just go try to pay $5. If they allow it, then, and choose advisor. Because the advisor is going to help you a lot. They're going to guide you. You see me, I'm talking, but they are the professional. They're going to show you what to do. And they meet you on Zoom or on a call. You can call them. They call you. You have an appointment. They guide you. So go do that, please. So this is worth it. Like I always end this, I said, take very good care of yourself. Take very good care of your families. Take very good care of your health. Without health, by the way, you have nothing. Have nothing. We don't have anything. Because you can't do anything when you're sick, right? So let's keep the health. Let's take care of ourselves. And check the description of this video. In fact, when it becomes a video, right now it's a live, but it becomes a video when I stop speaking. And it becomes a video, then I'll put this link that I'm talking about that takes you. In fact, I'll put the one that takes you to my website because it has the other things I talked about, the ones I've used, the free quiz that's going to tell you what's wrong with you. Because that's what they do. They ask you a few questions and say, oh, you have limiting beliefs, or you have this. And it's free to take it. And then this book is also free. So that link will have this book. It's a download. It won't be physical like this. It will be a download. It shows you how you can get rid of those limiting beliefs. It's about the law of attraction. Then I have the Billionaire Brainwave program. That one you have to buy. It costs like $39. But you listen. Whoa, it made me do things really fast. Things I had put off for a long time. Now I was doing things. I said, what? The thing, they say it affects your brain. When you listen 7 minutes, you start being more active. So if you want that, the link, when you see the link that goes to my website, that's where that one is. And another link I have there is to take you also again to this challenge. So thank you all so much. I also have a link at the very bottom when you take the other one that goes to my website, where I'm offering to charge just $10 to set up your TikTok, to encourage you to post on TikTok. If you're watching me and you don't have anything on TikTok, you're missing out. So go, but I'll charge money for that. If you're not doing any of this other stuff, and all you want is to help you post on TikTok, I'll charge just $10. It's not worth my time, but I'll do it because I just want you to take a step, remember? take a step by paying $10. Then I'll know that, okay, you are serious. I'll take you on Zoom. We're going to talk about all these things, the niches and stuff. Set up your TikTok. Encourage you to record the first few videos to get you comfortable, okay? And then I'll share how we make money online. Thank you so much. I was already ending it, then I didn't end it. Okay, I did. I said take a step to a better you. Please share it with others. They may get out something. They may take that step, life to the next level. You never know. You never know. This message could affect someone. Maybe it did for you. Okay, check my description here and add a comment for me before you leave. Take a step to a better you. Bye-bye. Thank you, Kalibala, for waking up.